Good morning, and welcome to Melzworld Live. I'm Ramel Otis, your host, and this is the show where I'll be there, but I won't do my hair. Happy Tuesday! Happy Tuesday! Thanks for joining us. It is March 25th, 2025. Sorry, I'm trying to build by time while I click to see. All right, cool. All right, I am now officially on all streaming networks, live and direct, servicing all listeners from all over the globe. Servicing one listener in my living room right now, my wife. Okay. It's another day. It is another day. Do I have anything to rant about? No, I have nothing to rant about. Let's just dive right in. I think today's going to be pretty short. Today we can just, go over everything, and then we'll just go right through it, and we'll close it out because today seems pretty short. Okay, I hope everybody had a good Monday. My son is off half days this whole week. Oh, I guess I can talk about a couple things, but let's just dive right through it. House, I know my wife wants to work on the garage stuff, so we should probably do that. I need to follow up with the freezer. I think I've talked about this way more. Ever since I started this back in January, I've been talking about this freezer. So it is interesting that it is just part of almost 4 months in. So yeah, that's interesting. Skip health. This is my life story. Skip health. Auto. Yep, still working on that. I do see that work is being done on that, so that is good news. Okay, so let's see what else I want to talk about here. Work. Jobs applied. 3rd week. I think I applied for... Let's do the date. How did we do this before? Okay, there we go. The date 3/24/2025. Oh my god, stop. Oh yeah, I could say total. I think I did another 5 jobs. Most of these are full-time. It's hard to find a part-time job, man. Like, there's nothing out there. Everything's taken. And, to be fair, it's not hard to find a part-time job. It's hard to find a part-time job that fits what I'm looking for. Because if I wanted to, I could work, I don't know, at a restaurant as a chef, as a cook, as a dishwasher, as a janitor, as a security guard. I mean, there's a lot. Here, let me just show you what I mean, right? So if we go to Craigslist, okay, we look at the jobs. I mean, here's the thing, right? Let's see. If I go to part-time, just to show you, innkeeper, laborer, host, dishwasher, let's see, line cook, paralegal, server, bartender, cook, jewelry production, chauffeur, minibus. I could do that. Maybe I can just be a chauffeur, drive around. Dog walker, insurance admin, staff writer. Oh, actually, I could probably do that. That's kind of interesting. Sounds like I'd have to be in Alpine, though. Generalized anxiety disorder. That's a lot of money to have general anxiety. What is that? Are you struggling with general anxiety disorder? Take part in our clinical trial. So, yeah, there's $900 there. Oh, you gotta have a certain BMI, though. You can't be too low or too high. I guess that makes sense. You might be suffering from something else if you have a pretty big BMI. Oh, a history of inadequate response to general anxiety disorder medications. Wow, that is very specific. Anyways, yeah. So this one has at least a couple things that I'm interested in. Let me see. I did the part times admission advisor. That was the 23rd. But yeah, here we go. Help wanted. Cotihan Mexican food. Servers and bartenders. Line cook workers. This is AI, but it's kind of like it's really this company kind of makes you record um, hours of activity. So like if you record 15 minutes of recording, then you get 15 minutes of credit. But it takes more than 15 minutes to record because you got to set up, you got to do it, you got to make sure you do the right, way. So once again, wouldn't recommend it. Oh, Airbill creams. Part-time sales, work from home. See, anything in sales, anything with vector marketing is pretty shifty. Um, kitchen help, kitchen helper, caregiver, barbecue worker, melting pot server. I think you can see where this is headed. Oh, customer service, great. Nope, that takes place in Oceanside. Oh, customer service, yeah, nope, it's in downtown. Like, here's the problem. I don't want to drive to downtown to work. That's a long commute, and it's parking's kind of a bitch. Um, Marketing manager. So, maybe staff writer, but it probably, I guarantee you, looking for somebody with journalism experience, knowledge of the AP style, right? Like, those are things that, just immediately don't qualify for. So maybe this admin, but this is in Point Loma, admin, insurance, customer service, but that could be a front for sales. Um, Yeah, it's wild. There's a lot, and then there's nothing, right? Like there's so many, and there's so little. But it's great if you wanted to be a host. Hostess. Oh my God, how many people are competing for that though? Right? There are people that are like, yeah, I can work as a cook, but then they're all fighting each other, right? I don't know. No more Mexicans apparently because of ICE. No one is safe. Not even regular. Sorry, regular is not the right word. Not even people that have been here for 30 years on a green card. Nothing. Nobody's safe. So which means a lot of these jobs should be available, right? Because they take our jobs, so now we take them away. So now we have a ton of jobs, right? That's how it works. Supposedly. No, it just means more people are just being taken away. It's sad. I guarantee you, the green card holders and the people that have been here for 35 years are not part-time dishwasher. And it's happening at the airport. That's the funny part. These ICE checks happening in places where people aren't typically going to go to fly back to Mexico or fly back to Canada. Whatever. Everything's terrible. Okay, so yeah, my goal. Hopefully, let's knock out another five. What's five positions? It's always the goal is to get at least five. No, I want it. To be honest, I'm just gonna let you know. The amount that I've applied: 13 in the first week, 15 in the second week. I'm gonna probably do another 15 or 20 this week. I haven't heard back from like 90% of them. That's the wildest part. 90%. Oh, I do have something that I do want to share, at least so that it's on the record, so that that thing that my son was doing right here, this Apex fundraiser. The prize you get is based off of how many dollars per lap, and it's accumulative. So if somebody does a flat donation of $36, what they really mean is they assume that you're going to run 36 laps at $1 a lap. So they'll take all the total and they'll divide it by 36, and that's your number. Sorry. Every kind of dollar increment that you go up, you get a prize, and you get all the subsequent prizes. It's like stretch goals, right? You get that. You get $3 a lap. You get the $3 prize, the $2 prize, and the $1 prize. It goes up incrementally by $1 till you get to 5, and then it jumps to 8. And to understand the difference between 5 to 8, now you're spending. You need to get at least another $3, which is the equivalent of a $108 donation, which is a chunk of change. And that goes all the way up to $50. Now, to get you a little bit more understanding, $20 is the level that Roman wanted to get to because he wanted the RC car. This RC car, I think, goes up walls. You could probably get it for $20, but at $20 per lap, that means that it's a potential fundraising of $720. It's insane. It's a lot of money for a kid to get a $20 car. I mean, it makes sense. These are the that's how you do it. You give cheap prizes, but you incrementally grow the amount that they need to get to those prizes. So the top prize is a $400 electric bike. It looks like a dirt bike, or a projector with a giant inflatable projection screen. The projector probably cost, I don't know, $150, and the projection costs about $70. So it's another between $200 $400 for the final prize. But that's a $50 a lap, which means it's approximately $1,800. It's a lot. But they run raffles. Maybe daily raffles. I don't know if they're daily. I don't know if there's just... I don't know, actually, that was their big raffle. There's like 400 kids at the school. The raffle is for the electric bike. $400 electric bike. He won. My son won. But he won, but he wanted to present to his parents as if he was sad. He had it in his head. I'm going to tell them, I'm going to say, do you think I would have won a raffle for an electric bike? You know, and he says it really sad. And the answer is like, no, of course not. It's a raffle. But it's a setup. He wants to set you up by making you feel like you didn't get it, because but nobody says that. Do you think I go to my wife, do you think I won the lottery? The millions of dollars? No, I would. I would just scream. That's all. Anyways, he won. Of all the kids, he won. It's pretty dope. We'll probably be getting this electric bike. That'll be fun to see him use, and he can finally catch up to me on my electric scooter. Okay. Yeah, so I gotta apply. Hopefully do 5. That's the goal. Alright, let's talk about other things. Projects. Food sleuths. Nothing. Melzworld Odyssey. Yes, I got a comment today. That was cute. It was on my day 2, Chicago. It was a very, very earnest review. Somebody said they liked the fact that I narrate the vlogs, and that they did have some suggestions that probably I shouldn't have stayed near the airport. Probably should have stayed in downtown, used the public transit. It was a nice thing for them to say. I think it was good that they appreciated the work that I did, and they also had some constructive criticism, and I agree. I think if I knew how beautiful downtown Chicago was, I would have stayed there instead of stayed near the airport, considering how terrible the freaking traffic is. So that was cool. Overall, yesterday I got a patron for Patreon, which I need to figure out if they came from the Rhymeflow site or for the other ones, but I need to thank them. I haven't done that yet. And then lastly, for Rhymeflow, I was able to work a little bit on a track for the concert that's happening next month. So, yeah, I will be doing that. The beat's kind of fun. Beat's kind of a banger. I don't have my Winamp on. I would have played it for you. I guess I can play it through Discord. Let's hop in there. Let's play through Discord. So this is the beat right here. It's not bad, right? And then this is next gen. Here we go. That's it. So, yep, I did my verse. Mike the Microphone is going to do his verse. And it looks good. So, All right, I think that is it. Yep. So I did that, and hopefully get to work a little bit on the on the garage. Get an update on the fridge. Oh my God, so much. But yeah. Okay. Other than that, I just gotta get, you know, chin to the grindstone. Get some work done. Get some jobs applied to. Find a job. It's already almost 20. It's already 25th. 6 days left. Well, thanks for coming. I appreciate you being part of my brain when I put my thoughts together. And have a good Tuesday. We'll see you tomorrow, I think. I think there's any reason why we wouldn't. All right. So I guess I can play us off. Let me play us off with this song.
Yeah, go and put me in the limelight. Jet black hair with the yellow bright highlights. That's next gen, caught up in your eyesight. Big city living, cameras flicking while they shine white. Poke the man and you might catch your mod chop. Poof to the chest, knock the thigh high socks off. Flex sentiment, a tie-dye crop top. And I keep the blunt like a battle rifle hot swap. Watch what you're saying when you making accusations. The only thing that you got on me is my greatness. Hate to burst your bubble, everybody thinks you're crazy. Next gen hit the speakers, make the homies go ape shit. Not one to play with, fire get charged. Girlies in the front.